Behind those people you can see the dome of St. Peter's. There's Granddaddy. Zeroing in on St. Peter's. We're in San Severo, in the restaurant.
Get a picture of this. My fork is smooth over there.
That's the front door. We put it right at the entryway. This place is crowded. So this is the restaurant.
We show a picture of the little children there that have been to church.
This is the day for First Communion here in San Severo. So we have quite a few people celebrating. See, big guy over there finished all his food, except his steak, which was rare. We didn't send it back.
You might tell me.
Next time we will, maybe.
Your mother would like that steak.
Yeah. He says he would have liked that steak. Girls speak very good English, and they helped us find where we go, and I think that's another man who called his father to help find. And we're leaving the restaurant now. Okay? Huh? Square in San Severo, and the restaurant where we had lunch, and people tried to help us, but we're not sure if they knew what we were asking. Kelly, you need to work on your Italian. This is our automobile. There's Daddy going to the car, and across the street is some sort of school. We are at Steparoni Air Base.
È più anziano di me.
Manuele, togliti! Togliti!
This is where the airfield was.
Spostiamoci! Dai!
We live in North Carolina. Lui è stato qua.
Here she is. Yeah.
No, vuole sapere se sono bianca. Capito cosa sono bianca?
Lei lavora.
We're walking to the runway.
Dove siamo andati adesso?
This is the
Ah, qua c'era il campo concentramento.
cliff at the.
Venite qua!
Ah,
Ha detto dove era?
No, that's okay.
Lo Spirito Santo qua?
No, no, che questo
Ah.
è il cemento rimanente nella strada.
Questo qua è stato adesso un punto di riferimento per l'espropriazione dei terreni.
Ah, vabbè.
Capito?
No, dico. Tutti
Torre Maggiore.
Avete qua l'aereo
Sì,
che
gliel'ho detto, gliel'ho
partivano, che sono i vuoti.
Questo sta verranno
gliel'ho chiesto, ho detto, ma cos'è ci sono qua? Ma da qua! Nonna! Nonna!
So what is that Castle Nuovo?
No, è quello, là.
Torre Maggiore.
Torre Maggiore?
And there?
San Severo, là.
San Severo.
San Severo. Yeah. San Severo.
Severo there, Torre Maggiore there. E in Casalnuovo è the other part of... È dall'altra parte.
Io Emanuele da qua. Non che se va giù ti muovi.
Che se fa meno male che non capisce.
Posso fare?
Toglietevi.
That's moving, so watch out.
Now, this is a coasting geodetic.
That's later, I think. But it divided the fields up.
We're right down there because those people were working in the field, and we saw them jump in those ditches right there. I want you.
Why did they jump in the ditches?
Thinking we were going to crash.
Oh, okay. When you fell off the edge.
Yeah, come off the edge, and the engine was skipping, and Joe pulled her down in that hill right there, and Hank got the engine back to running good, and so he picked up power. We went up that valley there and turned and come back down here and gained enough altitude to get back up
In the formation. And you didn't land, you kept going?
We sure did, and that was foolish. Oh, Hank to see this.
Una volta un aereo non si è fermato e ha dovuto evitare a fare il giro e riprendere e tornare su.
If we hadn't had that drop off, we'd have crashed.
Non si aereo, avresti sbagliato parlare. Ho dato via i grossi smeccioli.
No,
No,
Ma lei perché
there's a Fiorentino.
Yeah, Castle Fiorentino.
A casa, yes.
Where is that?
When Frederick II died.
Oh,
Okay. And where is that? Where?
Dov'è precisamente?
So, quella montagna
Okay. The next.
qualche muro anche di
Dove si vedono
la collina più alta.
The sound was so.
Yeah.
Alfonso Fabrizio.
Hey, I was sitting in there just like that. The danger was in taking off or landing.
Yes.
The danger was in taking off or landing.
No, era un soldato. Was you a soldier?
Yes.
I was in the Air Force.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Is this your boy? Is this your son?
No! He's my cousin. Only my cousin. Ha detto che sei mio figlio.
Il mio nipote.
Is
Mio nipote. That's it.
Ah, ok.
He looks better than you do.
Sì, oggi ci avete trovato
Questa è la
qua
mamma,
per
questa
puro
è la
caso perché siamo
mamma.
spartiti.
Now we stay here today only because we make
Party, a reunion.
Sì, sì.
we are making
This is, what is your family name? Yeah? Fiughi? Oh, Fiore. Monaco. Okay. Fracchiona. Yeah. Fiore.
And flower.
Well, here in Foggia, and there is Daddy waiting to get in the car. We're going to go for a drive today. Ready for our drive? Street in Foggia. About 9 in the morning. I'm going to drive to Bari, Alberobello, and see what else we see. This is walking down towards the fountain in the center of town. This is Alberobello, which is in southern Puglia. The houses are truly, which is a kind of construction that was for tombs, and they're stacked limestone with no mortar. He's looking for postcards. She's been doing this morning, trying to find something of Foggia, but they told us it was too brutto, which means ugly. So there aren't any postcards of Foggia. These are more scenes from the town of Alberobello. The dome, roofs. One of the side streets.
Get some coffee here when you're ready. Or did you say to take a pure walk?
At 77. This is again the town of Alberobello. See? Daddy's walking down the street looking in the shops. Scenes in Alberobello. There's more in the background. Patchouli. There's Daddy crossing the street. Hasn't gotten run over yet. Barry at a restaurant, Al Gambero. We're waiting for our check. Our worst part of communication in Italian is that we don't know how to ask for the check, so we end up spending at least 30 minutes sitting waiting for the check. This is the restaurant. We had calamari and fried shrimp in the shell, all kinds of other stuff. It was good. Coming out of the restaurant, we just ate at Al Gambero with the fried squid, which he liked a lot, and the shrimp fried in the shell. This is the restaurant, and look down the street, see the port of Bari. There's more scenes from the shipyard at Bari. See a big ship out in the port. It's a little sunny here. So. This is down toward the Bari Castle. You see at the end of the street barely. And again the restaurant. And Daddy's over there waiting for me to get the car and pick him up. In San Severo, actually in Sturparoni, this complex is Coppa Castello, and it is at an intersection very near the turn to the last little dirt road up to the Sturparoni airfield. You can see this door. Eddie thinks this might have been the old briefing room, but we're going to take some more pictures. This is a close-up on the front door part of the complex of Coppa Castello. A new structure of some sort over on the hill near Sturparoni. More of Coppa Castello. See that corner room. It's now a farm. And the same, a different house with a similar corner room. View from Digati toward the Sturparoni Peak. This is the sign at Digati on the road between San Severo and Castel Nuovo, at a point very near SP14, which is the road between Digati and Santa Maria, which is the road you turn off on the small dirt road to get to Sturparoni. Of the Sturparoni hill, the edge of the runway, and you see the white marker. That's the geological marker where we've taken the other pictures. That's the olive grove where we walked up, and you can look carefully, you can see the concrete that's been plowed over the hill 50 years ago when they destroyed the runway. House at the bottom of the hill where people were working the day the plane almost went down in the valley and everybody jumped in the ditch. And the ditches were somewhere right out here, maybe on that little hedgerow right there. Looking up the hill, you see the curve in the road, and again the olive tree. Pulling the close up, you can see the white pillar where we stood to take the other pictures, and you see the concrete that's been pushed over the edge of the hill. House was built in 1961, so there's something else here probably. Maybe it was replastered. It looks as though it's not that old because it's got some brick, kind of modern construction bricks. The valley to the left of the flight path as during takeoff. And over on the far hill you can't see, but that's where the Castel San Fiorentino is. And again, a picture of the runway with the geological marker where we took the pictures yesterday coming down the hill. And there, Daddy hobbling around, looking up at the hill, trying to remember when he almost went down and coming off the runway. Daddy's walking out into the road. You can see in the background the edge of the runway. I'll take you up to the concrete pillar and then back down the hill. There, so you see everything, him in the background. See him.
He's alive.
He's hobbling. So, Mr. Taylor, can you tell us about this area?
I think that this was the end of the runway, and the time we had trouble, the plane came down in this valley, and Hank got
the motor to running again, and we picked up speed and went on out up that valley and turned around and came back up and come back up over the runway and got with our formation and headed on out. We should have stayed at home, but we didn't.
The house at the foot of the hill, up from the top of the hill, just southwest of the runway. You can see now they have natural gas pipelines in the back, and you see the panoramic view of the valley.
And the end of the road.
And this is Torre Maggiore right here, town that's now been developed, and you can barely see San Severo over the other hill. Way off in the distance. Anyway, it's a beautiful valley. And there again is the runway from the side. Don't think we can pick up the geological marker. Somewhere right up in there. We're in downtown Avellino on our way to Naples on Tuesday morning. A lot of construction going on. Eddie's coming along. You see, we think this is the center of town, but we're not sure. You'll see in the background the mountains, very pretty. This is the city center, and we found a tabacchi where we buy our postcards. Church steeple. Here's the Kandinsky Music School, it looks like. A lot of traffic. That's one thing we found in Italy is traffic everywhere. Daddy is going to try to get some postcards. I think this is the town square, the bank on the corner. Shops along the side. There's a church along the way. It's 10 in the morning. And this has the UN flag, the Italian flag, and the European Community flag. This is another main street with a pretty line of trees down at the end. In Avellino. And there's a building, older building across the way. Several references to Hotel La Foresta and a ristorante there. So, arrived in Pompeii. This is the downtown area to the main plaza. Shops all along the street, and there is the parking lot to the entrance. We're going to have some lunch here, and I'm going to see some of the ruins. the view from the other direction of all the shops and the traffic. And this is the church in the main square. Tower in the center of Pompeii. And the main square area. Of Pompeii. A lot of kind of scraggly looking dogs here. Another view of the bell tower. Parked at the end of the street with more stalls of various Chinese manufacture. The entrance to the exhibit, Pompeii, the Porta Marina gate. Entrance to Pompeii. The entry gate, Porta Marina. These are very impressive. The stone looks like the pumice, volcanic pumice from around here. This is the basilica. Full of Apollo. Here to the Temple of Apollo. I'm inside the Temple of Apollo. Kind of tomb or altar. And then I guess perched up on the hill I think is the Imperial Villa. Don't know how that got covered up. Maybe it didn't. The villa was destroyed by the earthquake in 62 AD and never rebuilt. This is the Forum, wide open space in the middle, with the Temple of Jupiter at the end. A lot of the marble columns are still standing. Others have been rebuilt with brick between segments of the column.